at the tipper. Huh? 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 What are you doing that? I'm gonna kill you!
My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't for me, it would just been from someone else, I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on, not for you, you're dead. That's neither here nor there. It reminds me of a summer day at the park. I was having a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, Sometimes a story is just a story. You try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everyone says, and you'll just drive yourself crazy. Had a friend do it once. It wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years, and not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, Sometimes I said, a story's just a story, so just be quiet for once in a second in your life and just eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was then I realized that I made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. And I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was some bakery nearby, and I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was great because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sour bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday, or rather they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks. And probably at the end of the day, finally they threw it all out. I don't recall. I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread, of course. You're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up their stomach and then they all die. At least that's what I've heard. I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell them that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I tell Orville this all the time, if you want to feed the ducks or birds, or any kind of for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. They don't grow on trees or spring up in the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Yes. So I brought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.